Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Keisha and this is Bold in Color. If you've already been here, welcome back my lovely. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I go from this set that I showed you guys last week to this here. So I pretty much just took off the old set. And so now I'm just going to do a change. I really did like this design in theory. As I showed you guys in my previous video about this one, the ombre was going to look like this. But instead, it's only pink when it's cool, and it's this light pale pink when it's warm. So it wasn't the dramatic pop of color that I normally go for, but I was like, I already did it. So I'm gonna be using these colors today. This one here is Glow With Me. It's this beautiful, almost like highlighter yellow shade, and I'm going to be doing Letitia, which is this beautiful purple shade. I'm gonna go ahead and get prepared. I'm gonna be using the Glam & Glitz liquid monomer. I'm gonna be using a number 10 brush. So that's a neat little trick there for those who are not aware. If you want to pour your monomer without making a mess, just pour it down the brush. So I'm going to condition my brush as always, get a little swirl, get the air bubbles out. When you clean your brush, you don't have to worry about any gunky pieces. So one of the benefits of always putting down a clear coat of acrylic or using a pale pink or anything like that as a base on my nails, I can literally just foul off the color and any embeds that I put on, and boom, your girl is ready to go. I'm gonna start by doing a fill with a pale pink along my cuticle, you know, the grow out area. I'm just gonna do that really quick, and then we'll move into the color. So I have my soft color pink here. I'm gonna use my dehydrator and my Young Nails Protein Bond. This is basically the way to help the nail adhere, the acrylic adhere to the nail. And your dehydrator is kind of like a sanitizer. It keeps the nails clean. It's kind of like alcohol. It's not going to do any harm to you if you get it on your actual skin. So that's quick and easy. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the cuticle area, and I'll come back and show you guys how we're going to be applying the color. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did a quick fill. So I'm filling in, it's just basically doing the new growth. So now let's look at our colors. Ooh. Look at that beautiful bright yellowy color. He looks very glow in the dark-esque. He is gorgeous. And then Letitia is this deeper purple plum shade. Let's pick up a bead. Oh yeah, now you talking about color. So I found some cute little flowers. I found these. This beautiful like highlighter yellow with this green and teal. That's really pretty. I also have these in these purple, pink, fuchsia, magenta ones. I found some more stuff in my goodie drawer. I have these here from Nail Supply Glamour. They have some flowers in there. Can you guys see that? They have some flower pieces, these little swirlies. There's a lot of really cute designs. I have this in gold as well, but I think this will really stand out on the purple nails. So that's really cute. And then I also found this like encrusted glitter situation here. It's iridescent. It's really, really cute. So I'm leaning between putting these two on me nails or doing the flowers on me nails. I'm gonna mull that over, but I also remembered I had purple hearts, which would probably be really cute on the yellow color. But I got some things to play around with within the old Nugan. So let's go ahead with the application process. I think I'm gonna start with the purple on my pinky, and I always do my pinky finger first because he's a little dainty one. I just work my way over to the bigger nail because I kind of get more creative as I go over, and nobody wants to have a creative moment on their smallest finger. Just gonna put that right on in there, and because this one's so pigmented, I don't need a lot. I don't think so anyway. As I told you guys in the last nail video, I have literally been purchasing colors and adding to my repertoire. Like I'm gonna buy several different shades of purple and several different shades of orange, but when Corona reared her, this little ugly head, it really did interfere with my ability to go to the shop that I go to, because I do like to see the colors in person, and apparently that doesn't mean much to me because I still ended up buying, a glow in the dark shade that wasn't beneficial for the aesthetic of the look that I was going for. But you don't really know with those color changing ones until you actually get your hands on it. So it is what it is. All right, I think I'm gonna ombre this down just a little bit. Okay, Clean out the brush so to make sure I tap everybody into place. Shape them up real nice. That's cute. We might end up putting a little bit of inlay on that. We'll see. All right, over to the next nail. I'm thinking about playing around with like a clear with the yellow. Let's do that. Really get it saturated. If I turn around this way, it's a little bit easier for me to see when I'm doing an ombre. So I just do this little number here, put it on, and then feather it towards the cuticle. You sort of get this really nice fade. I'm gonna switch over to the purple and do a full purple nail. I'm thinking about doing an ombre of these two colors on my index finger maybe. One of the things about doing my nails on camera is the factor that I can't see this side because I normally do my nails in an angle where I'm kind of able to see down the nail. It's not very camera friendly, if you know what I mean. This is how I normally do my nails. This way I can see both sides at once. I like that. He's really opaque. He's still very thin. If you guys look on the side, I still have the ability to build my apex and everything on top of that. Whenever you're switching between a lighter and a dark color, because these are very large extremes. I mean, we're talking about like a plum purple meets this very highlighter yellow. You want to make sure your brush is really, really clean. Otherwise, you can end up contaminating your lighter color with your darker color. And nobody wants that. So definitely make sure you give your brush a really good cleaning in the monomer. And cleaning your brush is probably one of the most important things that you need to get into the habit of doing. Because if you don't, you'll end up filling the brush with monomer, which ends up getting stuck in there. Your brush starts acting all wonky. He won't hold his shape properly while you're building the nail. So you definitely want to make sure you're tapping that excess off. I'm that person who hates getting acrylic underneath the nail. So I always make it a point to get it off, because it could just become a niche underneath there, and I'm not digging that. So let's swap out. We're gonna do the purple over it. So I'm gonna start at almost at the cuticle. I'm just gonna be a little gentle and press that into place. And just like I did in the previous videos, whenever I do an ombre, I kind of wanna lessen the ability of me ruining the hard work of getting a good blend for my liking by filing it off. So I will encapsulate, and encapsulate is just a fancy way of saying I'm going to lock the design in using a top coat of clear acrylic. And I know I didn't film and post last week because look, oh my gosh, I don't know if I told you guys what was going on with like my normal routine here, but I'll tell you. So basically, I have been working for this company now for a while, and I recently got transferred to another department. And with that transfer, I have to go through a training process. And I've been in training, and the training hours are completely different than my old schedule. So I'm sort of coasting my way through right now, trying to adjust to the changes, because I'm going from a night job where I used to start my shift at like 4 p.m. to having to get up and do this shift for the training at 8 in the morning. And then they recently told me that not only will I be doing training at 8 a.m., but I'll also be transitioning over to working a morning schedule. So that's really boggling me down, where I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get as much usage out of my day as I normally would. If you're not a morning person, then all of a sudden someone's like, hey, you got to get up at the crack of dawn. That's exactly what it feels like they're telling me to do. And I always just take my brush and sort of like get a really nice tip on it, and see how I added that space, because I don't want my fingernails be like, I don't want the acrylic bumped up to my actual finger, you know, your skin and whatnot. Let's sort of get an idea of what I want to do for this one. I think I'm going to do a little extra. As always, my thumb gets the ride of his life. Do you hear me? I think I'm going to do a little teardrop shape like this. I absolutely love doing designs on my thumbnail, because I feel like I'm getting the opportunity to really be extra on it, because I can't do that on my other fingers. I have relatively average to small nail beds, and so the ability to kind of get fancy and do a little extra normally comes from the larger nail. So that's why I always do, the majority of the time, all my fancy smancies are on my thumb. So I'm just gonna make these teardrop shapes. And I'm gonna sort of control it a little bit. Use a little bit of a wet bead, but I can still control it. Just gonna tap off some of the excess, just like that. Continue to slide my brush alongside and shape it. Shape it a baby now. I think I'm gonna go for like a comma shape. That sounds really fun to me. This really makes me want to do the moons in this design, actually. Okay, one last little dot right here. I'm gonna let that dry for a second. In the meantime, in between time, let's go ahead and play around with this.
5 minutes later.
After what feels like a millennium, I finally got it open. Just gonna sprinkle dink a little bit on there. That's probably way more than what I need, but it's better to have more than enough than have to struggle to open it again. And I'm going to start placing these onto the purple nails. So just sort of put a thin layer on top right now, just to give it something to stick to. My brush and just try to pick it up. I think I'm going to saturate it at the tip. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like 90% of the time when I do my nails, if not more than 90%, probably like 95%, I never know what I'm going to do. I literally just start playing with it until I find what I like. Now I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate my middle finger. I think it's going to look absolutely amazing once I hit this with some clear. But you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe Keisha. I'm telling you, this is going to look amazing once I put on some freaking top coat. So now that my middle finger is done, I'm going to go ahead and pick up those silver flowers and abstract-y pieces. And since I already have my clear open, I think I'm just going to use that. Oh my God, these are stuck together. Are they supposed to be huge? Okay, hold on. I was not expecting that. Oh, they're not supposed to be huge. Okay. I literally have to figure out how to... Hold on, let me show you guys. Like, look at this. So this is the piece, okay? These are literally multiples stuck together. This right here is a travesty to people with long nails. I can't get these apart, like seriously. Let's just pour out some variety package here. Well, there's a whole bunch of these little S-shaped things. They look like throwing stars if you ask me, but whatever. I think I have a good mix here. I'm gonna show you guys up close what we're working with. So these are some silvers that change color. We have some little daisies right here. These are like throwing stars to me. I don't know what you want to call those. These are like throwing stars. There's some larger daisies, some smaller daisies. So we got a little
Bye, have a beautiful time.
something to work with. So I want to start with a little bit of clear, because I think they'll give it something to stick to. Muy importante on a dry nail. I done somehow stained my nail, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. All right, daisy number 1. Because this is the top to my acrylic, I don't really want to be putting my wet brush in here, but I'll just have to dry it out. The bigger ones do not want to cooperate. There's a workaround for that too. Use your finger, baby. Do I have silver glitter? Knowing me, I have silver glitter. Hold on, let me see. Silver! Boom! She got it like that. Yay! I'm gonna take my silver one. I'm gonna plop him right there. And I'm going to pick up a little bead, pick up a little glitter, put that right there. Get that all nice and crustified in there. I'm gonna get the little ones on there, really. Here we go. I'm gonna put the excess over here on my pinky and sort of control the layout of it here a little bit. Give me a nice little stripey action. Ooh, she like. I'm gonna finish encapsulating this and I'll be back to show you how we're gonna finish off the thumb. Jeremiah said, come on, Diamond, we're gonna get a bath. Diamond said, I'm hiding. And then John gave her a hiding space. Tattletales. You were supposed to be her hiding place. You ruined it for her. Until Jeremiah gave up looking for her. She said, wait till bedtime if you would shut it up. She was gonna make it last forever like Keith Sweat. Until that bratty man told on me. Alrighty guys, it's time for the final moves on this thumbnail. So here's the thumb. The purple is pretty much dry now. He's cured for the most part. Cured enough. And now I'm going to start at the cuticle and I'm going to pull the yellow right on down and we're going to feel in between just like this. Alright, that's fully covered and ready to go. We're going to file that down and reveal the secrets from within. Alrighty guys, it's time for the big reveal. I'm going to be using my ceramic bit. This is a medium coarse bit. Let's start revealing. Oh, he looks amazing. Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a clear cap on this nail just so he is structurally sound, because as you guys can see, he is not. He's very thin. He doesn't have an apex or anything like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and file him up really good, and then I'll be right back to show you guys what the finished set looks like, and we're gonna put on our top coat. Alrighty, my lovelies. These are all filed, shaped, and buffed. They are ready to go. So we're gonna pick up my top coat. I'm gonna be using my Beetles Gel Polish Top Coat. This is shiny. Now let's bring it to life, shall we? Ooh, look at that shine. Did a quick flash cure on my thumb so we can move on to the next ones. Alrighty guys, and this is the finished look. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm loving it. I'm loving this little design. It's like a green pink water drop. I'm loving it. We're gonna get some alcohol. Gonna wipe out that sticky layer. So the final steps will be to add my oil.